We went unbeaten in 7 in yesterday's episode, so the big question is, can we do it again? And welcome back, one and all, to episode number 38 of The American Dream. I'm Mr. Cellophane. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In yesterday's episode, we played 7 matches, did not lose a single one. It saw us rise from 7th up to 2nd on the table. We still have a massive hill to climb as we find ourselves 11 points behind our crosstown rivals in Pacific FC for the top of the table. Hopefully we can make up some ground today. We've got 7 matches left before our summer break and the transfer window opens. Let's see if we can make some hay. Looking to get things kicked off with an away match against Halifax Wanderers. George Marks is going to get the starting goal. It will be Hayden Sargis, Lucas Nasovic, and Wen Chi as our back 3. Jackson Travis, Juan David Pertuz are going to be on the wings, with Johnston and Schiavone manning the midfield. Matteo Schiavone getting his first start in quite some time. Noah Verhoeven is going to be at the 10, and it once again is going to be a pairing up front of William Kalaba and Alain Didier. Hoping against hope that we don't have some odd reversal of fortune from yesterday. 3 losses, 1 win, 1 draw coming into this match for Halifax Wanderers. We've won 3 and drawn 2. We did bookend yesterday's episode with back-to-back live commentary draws against teams sitting at the bottom of the table. Halifax is not at the bottom of the table, so hopefully our luck is going to be slightly different. However, we do turn it over within the first 5.5 minutes as Fillion is going to play it back out to Fernandez, feeding it toward the midfield stripe. Lakin's got it. 2 men on him. So we'll just play it back to the safety of Fernandez, getting it back from Nimick. Fernandez once again along the far side. Into the middle, intercepted by Verhoeven, but knocked free straight to Nimick. Fernandez up for Lakin, looking for a Goldman in the middle, and he finds him, carrying it up that far sideline. Goldman in for Lakin, into the edge of the box, getting closer and beating George Marks for his first goal of the year. It's Halifax 1, Vancouver 0. Going to be perfectly frank, that was not the start that I was hoping to get off to today. Of course, it is raining, and we all know in FM24, when it rains, yeah, things get a little bit wonky. Alain Didier in control along the near sideline, almost turns it over to Varga. Schiavone, though, with the ball, playing it ahead for Verhoeven, feeding it left. He's got Jackson Travis, bit of a heavy touch taken away by Lakin. And Halifax looking to go the other way, but Isaiah Johnston has different ideas as he steals it back. Sargis up for Kalala. He's got Alain Didier into the middle. Verhoeven behind the defense, but he can't beat Fillion. Fillion getting his right arm that, knocking it behind, and it will be a corner kick for Vancouver. We are very, very good on these. Johnston descended in. Hayden Sargis, though, not very, very good in this instance. But let's see if we can do things better from the other side. Near corner, Travis to take it. Looking near post. It's on and hits the crossbar. Finally cleared away by Robertson. A beautiful opportunity off of the corner, and we just could not take advantage. Free kick, Daniels going straight for goal, but it's going to go over the crossbar. No harm, no foul. Dazovic looking to move it up. Oh my goodness, what a lackadaisical play. Robertson is there, carrying it forward, shooting from range, and that will go over everything and out into the stand. So blissfully, no damage done on Dasovic's pass. This one he does connect with Isaiah Johnston. Ahead for Verhoeven as we work it through the middle. Fed out to the left wing. Jackson Travis back for Matteo Schiavone. Returns it to Travis. He's got a man on him. Looking to play it back. Almost loses it to Lakin, but Sargis able to get the ball. Flipping it forward into the box. Johnston is in. He puts it past the goalkeeper for his 2nd goal of the year, but the flag is up, and it will be called back for offside because, of course it will be. If we didn't have bad luck, we would have absolutely no luck at all. Another horribly sloppy play, this time from Hayden Sargis. Vargas sending it on from range, and that's going to go well wide. Luckily, the last couple of mistakes that we have made, we haven't really had to pay for them. Verhoeven's header, one back by Jones. Zagorski up the middle to Goldman. Pretty much unchallenged, acres of space, but a very, very weak shot. As of right now, the only thing we're resting our laurels on is Halifax Wanderers have only found the target one time. Sadly, that was the one time they scored. They've been unsuccessful ever since. Bit of pressure being put on right now by the Halifax team. Sargis playing it back for Dazovic. Lots of yellow cards out there for Vancouver as well. Verhoeven, quick pass out left to Jackson Travis. Runs into a bit of resistance, plays it back for Hayden Sargis before receiving the return pass. Kalala, Verhoeven in for Johnston. He'll shoot and miss wide. A beautiful opportunity for Isaiah Johnston. He was onside this time, but unfortunately this time unable to find the back of the net. Vancouver hasn't done it yet. Halifax has. It's 1-0 after 45. Hopefully we've just been unlucky and we can get our act together in the second half of this match because, well, one, it would just completely render my introduction to this video completely moot if we can't even manage to win or at least take points, one or more, from the first match of the episode. Really do want to take points in each of these 7 matches. Hopefully we can do something here as the hour mark approaches. Played ahead. Verhoeven. Jones steps in front of him, but Giovanni picks up the loose ball. Feeds it back forward. Verhoeven up the right wing. Drops it for Pertuz. Verhoeven plays it to Giovanni. Giovanni moving it to his left. Still with it. Giovanni with a shot. And that will be tipped over by the keeper. Another corner kick opportunity coming up for Vancouver FC. Can we take advantage of this one? Johnston sending it in. Headed away, not once, not twice, but 3 times as well. Goldman's not going to head it away. He's just going to dribble it all the way up by himself. It doesn't matter that there are 6 Vancouver players back there. He was left basically unchecked into the Vancouver zone. So I think we are going to need to try to do something a little bit different. Kalala hasn't gotten anything done. Yevhen Ryazantsev is going to come in. Mohamedou Kane will actually replace Alain Didier, who's not showing the greatest of body language. Jackson Travis will make way for Dante Campbell. And Juan David Pertuz will be replaced by Matteo Giovanni in that position as Jesse Costa comes in. We are making a quadruple change, and hopefully it will be for our good. Verhoeven taken down. Please tell me he's not injured to the point where he can't continue. Sam Goldman is going off with a red card, though, so we are up 11 men to 10, so let's get a little bit more attacking. In fact, let's get a lot more attacking and see if we can be a little bit more direct. We can't really push the tempo any more than we already are. Let's raise our defensive line up quite a bit as we step up a little bit more. We're going to try to do everything that we can to prevent Halifax Wanderers from getting a deeper foothold into this match, and I think it may have been a mistake on my part to adjust the tactics when I did, because then we didn't get a nifty little highlight. Ryazantsev playing it for Verhoeven. Verhoeven taken down by Mendoza. He's already on a yellow card. That will be his second. And Halifax are down to 9. But I feel like they're just beating up on Noah Verhoeven for absolutely no reason. 6 minutes will be added on once the 90 have expired. Off of the throw-in, Vancouver controls. Wenchi, Verhoeven. In for Costa. Gets past one man. Costa still with it. He will shoot from distance, and that will easily be handled by Fillion, who will look to send it long. We are absolutely in control of this match in every way except for the scoreboard. And even though we were up 11 men to 9, we fail to find the back of the net and really barely generate anything exceptionally positive. So the match is going to end with your score: Halifax 1, Vancouver 0. Hoping the loss was just a one-off, Rodolfo Neveas gets a chance 15 minutes in to convert from the spot, and he does just that. 20 minutes later, Campbell feeds the ball into the box. Noah Verhoeven's got it, squares it over to Alain Didier, who does what Alain Didier does best for a 2-0 Vancouver lead. Then something remarkable happened. We went up 3-0. Off of the foot of a striker not named Alain Didier. Yevhen Ryazantsev puts it home just at the stroke of halftime, and then we would make it 4 as Campbell has his shot deflected in the 77th minute as Valor FC at that point was down to 10 men. Eric Chan having been sent off just a couple of minutes before. 4-0, a very resounding home victory as we get back to our winning ways. And we kept on those winning ways, and we kept being successful from the spot as Sandro Ferrari converted in the 76th minute, getting some U21 minutes that are absolutely valuable for us at this point in the season. It would be a shame to make the playoffs and then miss the playoffs. 1-0 was your final score. The penalty shot from Sandro Ferrari was all we needed. Hoping to make it 3 on the bounce on the road, taking on Ottawa at TD Place. Another great ball forward to Alain Didier. This one hits the post, comes straight to Noah Verhoeven, who's able to put it home to give the early 1-0 lead to Vancouver. Looking for more in the 7th minute. Verhoeven pots home his second of the match. 2-0 Vancouver. Ottawa would get a goal back in the 39th minute. Dumas turns it into the middle. Cortez beats George Marks diving to his left to have the lead. But ultimately, when all is said and done, that would be all we would need. Sandro Ferrari getting another shot from the penalty spot in the 66th minute. Not as successful as he was in the previous match, but we ultimately didn't need it. 2-1, your final score. Sadly, though, it looks like our good run is going to come to an end against Pacific FC on the corner. 1-0 Pacific. And then an own goal credited to Hayden Sargis as Banguro sent it across. Sargis put it back behind his own goalkeeper. 2-0 was your final. We really didn't get anything going in this match. Just 4 shots on goal. A single shot on target. Even though we did lead in the possession battle, we just could not find a way to solve Sergio Avellaneda. And Pacific FC halted our win streak at 3, beating us on the road 2-0. Except even returning home against Forge FC, it's like a spigot we could not turn off. Ferguson fed Bruyere, who beats Marks to give Forge a 1-0 lead. 26 minutes in. 15 minutes later, Jones would get the ball off of a poor clearance. Kalala tried to get in there, but Jones with a beautiful shot, top bins from outside the area, made it 2-0 Forge. This time it was Vancouver getting one back as Jackson Travis feeds Kalala, scoring his first goal of the year. Again, those critical U21 minutes. Sadly, it would not be enough, and that goal did come, by the way, down a man as Juan Castillo was sent off on a straight red card. In the 39th minute, we find him. He took his lumps, but he will not be available for the second and final live comm of the episode. Because heaven forbid anything be that easy for us. So once again, we find ourselves taking on Calvary FC, who once again finds themselves sitting at the bottom of the table. A critical 3 points that we absolutely need. It's going to be George Marks in goal, a back 3 of Noah Abotna, Dasovic, and Hayden Sargis. Travis and Pertuz on the wings, a midfield 3 of Costa, Ferrari, and Noah Verhoeven, and a striking pair of Yevhen Ryazantsev and Alain Didier. Because as much as I would love to give our top scorer in Didier a rest in one of these games, because they have been, as normal, coming fast and furious, we also, A, need him to score goals, and B, we've got a month-long or so break coming up after this match, so he can rest when everybody rests. And we are underway at Calvary FC. Ferrari in control, playing it up. He's got Alain Didier wide for Pertuz. Challenging into the box, throwing it back post, finds Yevhen Ryazantsev for his second goal of the year, and less than 20 seconds into this match. It is Calvary 0, Vancouver 1. And just beautiful passing all the way through. Alain Didier putting it wise. Pertuz taking the space given to him, chipping it far post, and Ryazantsev beating Carducci for the easy goal. And I just hope the rest of this match goes as easily as the first 20 seconds did. He says as a highlight comes the way of Calvary. It is going to be a corner. It is going to be cleared, and Yevhen Ryazantsev is there to get it. Now, Calvary was able to get back fairly quickly. Ryazantsev with it once again into the middle. Verhoeven in control, has 4 men around him. Costa quickly through to Didier, who I believe was offside anyway, but he missed it wide. I think being offside will help him save just that little bit of face. Kobza with the free kick decides to go for it from about 35 yards out or so, and he was unsuccessful. Calvary with 2 shots on goal so far. They have failed to hit the target in the first 15-16 minutes of this match. We only have the 1 shot, but we all know how that turned out. Kobza in control, drops it back for Clark. Kobza Ahead, Carter, swept away by Ryazantsev. Very dangerous the way he just went in, but luckily he got all ball. Noah Abotna, in control in his own end, looks to drop it back to Marks, playing it quickly ahead. Dosovic, Ferrari in control. Up for Alain Didier to Verhoeven. Didier goes on the run. Ryazantsev gets it and then feeds it wide for Travis. Travis has it knocked away by Carter, but he will recover. Drop back for Noah Abotna. Good possession in the Calvary end. Verhoeven turning around, shooting, and missing the target at the end of the day. 3-2, your shots on goal make that 4. But where it counts, it is 1-0 in favor of Vancouver FC as we tick to the half-hour mark in this match. Possession clearly going the way in favor of Vancouver. That is the way that the team is set up and the way that we play our game. Even though we like to move very quickly, be very expressive, ultimately we are built to be a possession-based team. And possession, well, we've got that in spades. 64%. 1-0, your score. Nothing really going on since that first opening salvo, 15, 16 seconds in. I wasn't really paying super close attention to the clock. I just know that we scored off of our kickoff highlight. 10 minutes into the second half, free kick, McDermott looking for Carter. It's headed away. Travis getting it clear, and Alain Didier's got it. He's got a man with him. It's Ryazantsev. Ryazantsev in behind the defense, into the box, shoots, and he scores. Yevhen Ryazantsev with his second on the night, third of the year. Beautiful counterattack executed to perfection by Vancouver FC. Well, almost perfection. I think a little bit more pace on that pass to Ryazantsev from Didier would have resulted in an easier chance. I think the fact that there were 3 defenders kind of hot on his tail was as a result of a pass that just lacked that little bit of zip necessary. Ball played back. Carter, Ramos around for Hendry. Runs into traffic, so he will retreat just a little bit. McDermott, Varshevsky with the drive, and that's going to go over the crossbar and into the stands. We're approaching the hour mark. It's Calvary 0, Vancouver FC 2. Combs it with another attempt from range off of a free kick, and much like the last time, it's over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick for Vancouver FC. 7 shots on goal is all we've needed. 3 of them have found the target. 2 ending up in the back of the Calvary net. Verhoeven in control. Up for Travis. Knocked off by Harms. So Travis gets it back. Beautiful pass. Long for pair 2s up the right wing. Chipping it back. Post. He's got Ryazantsev. And Ryazantsev has his hat trick. Second, third, and fourth goals of the season. It's Calvary 0, Vancouver 3. I love how I talk about how we play this nice possession game and then we just lump the ball forward. Corner kick in, handled pretty easily by Carducci. We've played just over 70 minutes. Haven't made any changes as of yet, but I feel like they are incoming because we're going to need to get some minutes in our younger legs. Dezovic gaining control before playing it to Marks. Quickly ahead, Noah Abotna. Up for Jesse Costa. Great first touch. Gives him a lane to pass up the left wing to Travis. Travis up the sideline. Knocked away by Carter, but Travis stays with it. Into the middle. He's got Abotna moving it to his right. Abotna still with it toward the edge of the box. He'll fire it over, and that will be a goal kick for for Calvary FC. William Kalala is going to come in place of Alain Didier, who does have an assist and is playing quite the nice game, but we do need to get some minutes into the legs of our youngsters when Chi is going to come in for Noah Abotna. Just over 15 minutes remaining, and barring an absolute miracle on the part of Calvary FC, it's going to be a pretty easy Vancouver win. Even though the shots on goal are even, the possession numbers, the XG, everything else statistically about this game shows that Vancouver FC was the superior squad, and we prove it with the final score as well. It's Calvary 0, Vancouver 3, a hat trick from Yevhen Ryazantsev. 12 shots apiece, but at the end of the day, it's the ones you put in the back of the net, and that is a battle that we won. So the win puts us on 30 points through 19 matches, very comfortably in 4th place, but Pacific FC, especially because they beat us in that particular match, they've actually widened their gap over us to 15 15. But you know what? I am just relieved that I finally, after so many episodes, got to show you a win in a live commentary. Hopefully, we will have more tomorrow as we wrap up our season and get ready for the playoffs. If you like that, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new or if you have not. If this is your first time watching a Mr. Cellophane video, welcome in. Let me know how you found us. I would love to hear your stories down in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing everybody, no matter who you are, tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.